Hello everyone, welcome back to Chaos to Calm Budgets. This is my channel where I talk all things budgeting and our journey to be debt free. So this is my week 2 of May, and this is where I review week 1. And was cash stuff for the week, and then obviously reallocate anything that we've got spare for this week. So I hope everyone's having a lovely week. It is very, very hot, very, very sunny at the moment. We're just going into a long bank holiday weekend. This is absolute chaos and disaster for my little boy. He does not like changes of routine, and he really struggled after having the day off yesterday because it was polling day and they used the school, frustratingly, as a polling station. Yeah, he really struggled going back into school today. But yeah, he's at the weekend. We've got a nice long weekend. We're going out on Sunday for the day to a National Trust, so we're looking forward to that. So yeah, let's get set up for the week. Let's have a look at where we are up to. So I'll move my wallet out the way. So we've had, just making sure you can see this. Lovely. We've had, as you can see, some weeks, some bills go out this week. So I've been marking them off as we go. I think I explained last week, checkup, which is my Mounjaro injection. That was slightly cheaper, so we've saved a little bit on that. I don't know why I put the difference. So the difference is 0. There's my. There we go. Damn it. Is it going to work? There we go. I also did a lot of hoo-has that I noticed last week that I needed to correct this week. So one of the things I didn't account for our mobile and broadband bill. For some reason I've missed it off my list. I think when I copy it over from the previous month it was missed off. So yeah, that's a little bit frustrating. So I had to do a few more calculations. It does mean that we are in a slight deficit at the moment with what's in our account, but so far we're doing okay. We still do have £5 of a Netflix payment from my parents, I think, to come in towards our Netflix bill because they share our Netflix with us. I'll start ticking off our activities as we go through on that. This is our spends. We can highlight some of this off. So food is yellow. So the ticks are what I have paid, I believe. Yes, it is. It's what I've already paid onto the credit card and dealt with already. But there we go. They're all food. I had a couple of bits out of sinking fund. It's already come out. I owe back £5 to one because I didn't have a £5 note, so maybe I can find that. And then MISC, what did I colour code? Miscellaneous is green. So I'm hoping on the miscellaneous that we can recoup that. My husband wanted some beer. He didn't factor. I think that's what I'm going to have to start doing month on month. He has a beer machine, and we balance it out. We know that we could probably get beer cheaper, buying sort of cans from the supermarket, that kind of thing. But there is something about a freshly poured beer out of a barrel, and having the beer machine at home is a lot cheaper than going out to the pub. So we try and monitor it. We try not to overuse it or overspend on it. But yeah, we bought a couple of kegs. So that's what we've accounted for there. And obviously I haven't got any budget for it. So it's just sitting on the card at the moment with the view that we try and pay that off. And I think going forward, I'm going to put a little bit of a beer fund for him that he can tap into month on month. Going from there. Okay, so let's start with the purple binder and look at what we've got we didn't use for that. Or do we want to? No, we're going to pull this one out, the wallet, and review. So one of the things as well, the hoo-has, I went wrong with. Subscribe and save. I said I needed to put some cash aside to cover the subscribe and save, and I didn't account for it. So I realised that, and I was like, there's no extra cash for that. So I have managed to pull things together and get some extra cash. I think it was from because I sold my car. So we got money from that. We've had refund from our my car insurance, and we've also had a refund from my car tax as well. So yeah, I've managed to to accrue some money back from that to cover that, so that's okay. Yeah, that was the money that I needed to draw. I think I'm about £100 short at the moment, so we'll double check what else we need to cover the rest of the month. So we have got for this week, all of that has been spent, 130 for food and £40 for fun. What is it this week? It's the birthdays. It's what we've got to account for. So let's pull that out ready. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 30, and then £40 for fun is there. And then what have I got left? So we should have left 130 plus 50 plus 130 and then plus 100. So we should have 210. That doesn't sound right. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 540. I wonder if I did put the subscribe and save money back into there then. I'll have to work that out. We've got more than what we should have, unless I haven't calculated this up properly. Let me have another go. So we've got 3 lots of 130 times 3. And then we've got the fun money, which is 50. Nothing there. And then plus, yeah, 540. That's what I calculated, wasn't it? I obviously didn't add it all properly, silly me. Okay, so that's in there. Put that to one side. Of those 10s, yeah, 10 there, 20s. Actually, I might put that there because I get any extra 5s when I do a little bit of condensing. That will go there. Okay, so yeah, we've got 2 birthdays to account for that £40. So we'll get that sorted this week. Get some birthday cards. My niece is turning 17 this week. So, okay, that's that then. We'll put that to one side. Let's tick off what activities the kids have done. I haven't done. What colour shall I use? I'll just use the black, I think. So start from the previous month because that's how it ended. We're going Fridays to Fridays. So yeah, clip and climb is done. That money's already been gone. Food shop's done. I think he did football. He only did 1 session of football, so we had some money back from that. All of this, and she didn't do kickboxing this week either. That was cancelled, and so was the football, I think. So we are going to get some money back from some of that. So let's count up. Where are we up to? So food shop today, so that's going to be for that money there. Nails tomorrow is already in there. And then we've got football. It's Saturdays are £10 of football, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, and then they're £5, so 50, 60, 70 and 80. So we'll go to the football one first. Is there £80 in here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That leaves us with £15 that we can allocate elsewhere. I'm going to leave the 2 5s in there. Take 15, pop that in there. So that's that. What else have we got in the folder? Haircuts, that's already there. We've got plenty in there. So 105. 20, 40, 60, 81. Yeah, 105. Good to go. £30 of that will be used next week for their barber's cut. And then it's building up for mine and my daughter's haircuts next. Right, kickboxing. We've got, how many have we got left of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I don't think we used a 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, and then an extra £5 there. Guide, she's already used £1. She didn't take in money for her trip, so she'll have to do that after the bank holiday at the next one. Nails is for tomorrow. I might take that out ready actually to put in my purse for tomorrow. So that's to one side. Done. Right then, food, 130 to go in there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20 and 30. Ready for the food shop. As you know from previous videos, I spend on our Amex card to collect the points, and then I use the cash to put into the paid on credit folder, put it into the bank, pay off the card. Nothing in fuel. And then for fun, and the same for any spends really, it goes one binder into the other. There we go. Into there, ready to go. That's that one. Then what have we got going on in this one? So phone repairs building up £40. The pressure washer has already gone on to spent on credit because we've already bought it. We're just paying back from the budget on that one. Vacuum's building up £40. Car maintenance, we've spent 150 because we've got the windscreen mended on my husband's car. We had to pay the excess of 150, so yeah, 50 left on that. This will all be jotted down on my trackers next week when I review the savings and the debt, because once the debt payments have been made, we'll review the calendar, the amounts there. House maintenance is nothing because again we paid out a lot of money from house maintenance, so taking it from the sinking fund, and we'll keep doing that until it's paid off and then let it build back up again. So spending money, I think I've taken £40 out of this already because we booked a hotel before our flight out to Italy in June. So did I take 40 out there? 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, I did. So that's all adding up there. That's fine. That all makes sense. Get ready on to pay off credit. That should still be 120 because that shouldn't have been touched at all. Holiday for next year, we're starting to save 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Perfect. I think after next month, sort of mid-month, I might do some cash condensing, get these into savings accounts. I think I've set up pots on my Monzo, which is quite high interest on them. So yeah, I'm going to probably start putting the money back in there and put placeholders in. Anniversary trip for next year should have 60. Let's just double check. 20, 40, 60. Yeah, no change there. Family fun. So I spent the day with my friend last week. She's got a gym membership, like a health club. David Lloyd, I think it is. And so I spent the day with her last week and we enjoyed some food while we were out there at the house bar. Such a sunny day. We did a bit of sunbathing outside in the outside pool. It was lovely. So I utilised one of her free passes, and yeah, we just enjoyed some food while we were there. So I did take £15 out of here, but it didn't have enough fivers, so this is where I owe back the £5, so that can go back in there. And then that's sitting at 35 there for the rest of the month as and when we need it. And then this is the spent on credit wallet, which I think I'm going to count up, take out and get it paid into the bank. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 6, 20, 40, 60, 70, 670 then. And that will go on to the Amex card when I've paid it into the bank. So I'll put that to one side there. Lovely. So then I have got £15 to play with, which I think is what I'm going to need to do our pound challenge. Because let's have a look. I need £18. I've got £15. So what do I do? Because I haven't got the change and it's going to go straight into the bank anyway. What I think I'm going to do, put the £15 into the bank so that it can go into the pound challenge savings account. and then put the extra £3 from our joint account, it will probably increase our deficit. But I also think that when I say the deficit, some of these we're already starting to make some savings on already. I just think things like the lottery payment we make, it's never £20 a month. It's always less than that. It's normally sort of 16, 18. So I just budget that £20 just in case. So I think we might make some savings there. I also think we're going to make some savings here in my husband's football and my son's one-to-one football payments as well, because they might not be doing that every week and every time. So I think that would be okay as well. And we might make some savings as well elsewhere. I do think I'm slightly over budget on the food. We'll calculate that up in a minute and just see where we're up to with that. So let's just colour this one in. Put the £15 to one side. And then I'll put the 18 into the bank. Which colour shall we go for? I've done a yellow there before, but I don't have my yellow pen. I don't know where that's disappeared to. Let's do a purple. Oh no, a blue. That means we'll have £171. That goes into the same account that we are building like our emergency fund in. So that's getting nice and healthy now, which is nice to see. And obviously we are accumulating more interest as well from it. So we get the odd pounds here and there for the interest. So today's date is the 2nd of the 5th. Where is the year going? I cannot believe, like, my daughter started year 7 this year, and she's almost finished a full year in high school already. So scary stuff. Yeah, all of that money's gone into our savings account, so we'll review that next week. I think that's everything that we needed to review. Oh, I wanted to review where we were up to, because yeah, I think we're slightly overspent on food. Let's have a calculator. So it should be 2 lots of 130, so that's 260. But if I add up all the food element on here now. Oh no, slightly under. It's not so bad after all, unless I've missed something. No, it should be 130, shouldn't it? So we are quite heavily overspent. That's 2 weeks worth already. Because I've added in the subscribe and save, which is why I reduced it down to 130. So if I minus off that subscribe and save, because I've already put money aside for that, I am going to have to think differently about how I manage the subscribe and save. It's definitely worth doing though. So 175. Yeah, so 130. So yeah, £45.23 overspent on food. Hopefully we can try and claw some of that back. So already with some of the fuel, so £100 I've taken out, so it's almost £10 difference there. So we're putting that back into the account as well, and paying that off. Yeah, that one I can tick that off now. I owed £5 back because that has been done. I think that's it. The DLA, when we get our DLA money back in, because this was to replace some of the fidget toys that had broken for my son, so that can pay off. So I'm just noting that differently, the DLA on that. I think that's it. Yeah, and fun, I think we're all fine for as well. I've just basically rounded everything up. How much did I actually have for fun last week? Let me double check. It was £200. So £43 plus 52.25 plus £5.60 plus £27.02. Yeah. So, and I had 200. Did I put the row machine in there? Oh, I put it down as sinking fund. It shouldn't be sinking fund. That should have been fun. And I wouldn't have taken it out of a sinking fund. I've labelled that wrong. I'm going to change that. So plus 40. So yeah, we're still under where we should have been for fun. And my makeup as well was on fun. Did I? Yeah, makeup there, 52.25. What did I budget for? 60. So yeah. So I'm going to go away off camera and just basically add up all the money that's supposed to be spent on credit, and is it matching up with what we've got here, and then we'll go from there. But that's, I think, everything from me for this week, guys. I hope you all have a lovely week, and then next week it will be similar, but with an update on where we're up to with our debt payoff, because all of the payments would have hit the bank accounts or the different loan accounts, so we should get an updated balance, so we can update that, and we'll update our sinking funds and our savings pots as well. Wonderful. Have a wonderful week. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.